Good afternoon, everyone. We are here to talk about a brand new platform to support innovation, to support founders, to support startups in the region that we call the Big Spark. So we'll share with you the idea behind the Big Spark and also what the platform is all about. Now, to understand the thought behind the Big Spark, I would like you to imagine a young teenage student. Let's call her Tina. Tina is 15 or 16 years old. Tina loves social media. She relates to social media like you and I cannot because she's very young. She loves the metaverse. She loves Gen AI. And she has a very powerful, very unique idea that combines metaverse, social, commerce, all into one. But she has no intention of turning this idea into business because Tina does not know how to raise capital. She doesn't know the world of finance. She doesn't know how to run or scale a business. Now imagine Tina is sitting on her couch. She switches on her TV or her iPad. She's watching CNA, and she sees a young founder pitching to a VC. The VC is not exactly a bloodthirsty person out there to cut a very strong deal, but he nourishes, he encourages, he coaches her. And very importantly, the VC commits to invest in that young founder's startup. Tina is watching all of this. She feels her eyes light up. She has a eureka moment and she says, wow, if her dreams are turning into reality, one day I want to be there as well. That is the dream behind the Big Spark. The Big Spark, at its heart, is an 8-episode show on CNA, which will be aired early next year, which brings founders and capital together by getting founders in face-to-face in front of VCs. But it's more than a show, it's a platform. It's a platform that turns ideas into reality. It's a platform that supports the entrepreneurs of today and inspires the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. We all know, over the last couple of years, we've seen what is called the funding winter. What that means is ideas and capital are not going well together. There's a chasm between the two. And as a leading media organization at Mediacorp, we decided to do something about it. Can we bring the ideas and capital together? So we started thinking of this show called The Big Spark. And when our friends at SFF, at Singapore FinTech Festival, said, we want to support you in the Big Spark, we came up with the concept of this show, this platform. And pretty soon, this idea, this show became a movement. We had 8 VCs join us. We had 15 brands in the region join us. And very importantly, when we called out for startups, would you want to be interested in a platform like this? We had hundreds of startups all across Southeast Asia, across different sectors, join us and say, hey, we want to be a part of this. So what you have now in the show is some inspiring, great, powerful stories of passion and stories of determination. But it goes beyond that. Big Spark exists not just as a show, but also as a microsite within CNA, which documents the stories of the founders of the startups, which understands the lessons behind the successes or failures of the startups as well. So it's a continuous dialogue that goes on for the entire year till potentially the second season of the Big Spark, which will be the year after that. So the Big Spark goes into production pretty soon, and I'm very glad to have our executive producer over here who can talk about what can you expect in the Big Spark. So John, what can we expect?
Thanks, Pari. You know, it's very easy to forget as you walk around all the bright lights outside that this is about dreams come true. You know, there are people out there that are dreaming. They've had ideas in their bedrooms, driving their taxis, writing their PhDs, and they need funding. And that would make their dream come true. Even the guys from Grab, you know, when they started, they wouldn't have believed that they'd have that big building out just near Mediacorp. The guys from Razer, when they were kind of playing their computer games, wouldn't have realized. This show is about making dreams come true. For all the people that have those wonderful ideas, those entrepreneurs, all they need is the cash. And we want to plot that story. So you're going to meet 24 carefully chosen from a huge pool. We've carefully selected with our partners. We've looked at all their applications. We've looked at their business plans. And we have 24 fantastic new ideas to bring to you. And gradually, by a process of elimination, we shall get through to a final group that will actually pitch for a share in the $1 million that we've been pledged of venture capital, which they will take home and hopefully make a success of their business. But I can't get over how different this is from other reality shows. There's a very famous Canadian philosopher who I follow and followed as a student called Marshall McLuhan. And he said, anyone that tries to differentiate between education and entertainment doesn't know the first thing about either. This will be an entertainment show with takeaways. People will watch it and learn things. They will watch it and they will be entertained. They will fall in love with our wonderful entrepreneurs and our companies and our startup companies. And they'll want them to succeed. And the whole point of the show is the process that people go through isn't dog eat dog. You know, if you go out and you're trying to seek capital for your company, you'll meet people that want to give you money. You'll meet people that want to help you. You'll meet people that give you advice. It isn't just a kind of walk in the door and a no thanks, there's the door, go home, we don't want to hear about your idea. It's a very supportive environment. And that's really what the Big Spark is trying to portray. A nice, supportive, a good supportive environment for people to raise capital for their business and for their ideas. And we will help mentor those people, we will give those people advice and prepare them for the final big pitch when they're actually asking for the money. And it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to bring you this show. We're starting on it very soon. We can't wait for you to watch it and to hear your reaction to it. That is the Big Spark.
Thank you, John. If you want to stay connected to the Big Spark, please visit us at bigspark.asia. If any one of you is from the media and you want to know more, we are having a media curtain raiser at 2:30 at the Peridot Hall, so please join us there. Thank you very much. It's been a privilege talking to you.